Good morning, everybody. I thought of making this discussion live session on precautions of natural disasters. And today we are actually surrounded by natural disasters all around us. You know, uh, starting from this year, we were like informed that this year there would be more of disasters and the weather events would be more. Uh, I remember seeing one news that the heat temperature increase would be more and rainfall pattern would also be different in this year. So as a requirement, we need to remain aware and we can always prepare ourselves since we know that disasters would be there. And today actually there are tremendous numbers of disasters, flood, landslide, heat waves all around the world. Somewhere it is the rainfall pattern change and somewhere there is no rain, heat waves like in European countries which are like having lots of heat waves, and earlier years they did not face the heat waves, and together with the heat waves they are facing the wildfire. So those two uh, events are taking place together, whereas in Southeast Asian and Asian countries we are facing flood, tremendous torrential rainfall, flood and landslide. uh, this region, that is Northeast India, we face lots of flood events every year. But in recent years, actually, that has increased. Flood number has increased, rainfall pattern has also increased. And I'll be showing some of the landslide area, not actually landslide, because what we have faced here is the soil erosion, hilly soil erosion, because there was tremendous rainfall. So we had faced soil erosion, hilly soil erosion, so that I want to show, and the effects. But as a precaution, like I have mentioned about the general natural disasters. So natural disaster could be many, like earthquake could be there, and the preparedness for earthquake is really not so easy. That has to be like planned. But the one that I want to mention in my area is that of hilly soil erosion. So that obviously we can do. So let me show you first what has occurred in our area. We are living in a hilly area, hillside. So here rainfall do occur a lot, and as a result, so these are the soil that has come from the hilly areas. This whole area is a hill, so you can see that lots of water has flown or from all. That is a hilly area, and together with that the soil also used to come. So here some of the soil is still visible here. But with the actually the rainfall was very heavy, so we could see that all these houses, this is a room, then all these rooms water had percolated, you know. Let me show you that these rooms generally do not like percolate water, but this is one such room where water had percolated. Now it is like room has been vacated because lots of water was here. So all these houses earlier did not used to have water like flowing down, but like these areas water used to come, rainwater. This is one hole that water generally comes. So hilly areas we live like this. Generally a lot of water does not come, but due to like lots of rainfall, so a lot of water also came, and together with the water the soil also come. Let me show you, like here water flows, and there used to be one drain over here which is like covered with soil. All this soil, this has been brought by rain. So in case of hillside area, because I am living in a hillside area, this is whole, like it's a hill. It is known as Shantipur hillside. So yearly the rainfall and soil erosion does occur, but this time it has increased, and we faced like all of a sudden the rain came, and we could not do much preparedness. Nonetheless, for future everybody can do their own preparedness. Whatever disasters or natural calamities people are facing, they can obviously do. So I wanted to discuss about what and all precaution we can do in our life. Some of the flood and landslide area in Assam, where the rivers are flowing. From my house, the Brahmaputra river is 1 kilometer away, and ours is a hilly area. So we know that flood will not occur. Nonetheless, the landslide problem is there, soil erosion problem is there. So we have to deal with that issue of soil erosion. And I used to discuss with the people living in hilly areas. So I also asked them about the road, lots of many roads are there which are not built properly. Many slopes are there. So in case of hilly terrain, I have come to know that we need to stabilize those like steepness. If steep hilly terrain is there, then we can like build staircases which do not erode away with rainwater. So stabilizing the slopes of hill in case of hilly erosion, in order to reduce the storm water and the storm like surges, because whenever storm comes, then a lot of like soil, whatever, like big pebbles also, rocks also. Then if some like our daily use buckets, sandals, anything is there, so everything is washed. So that is a storm surge. That surge could be reduced if we build, if we stabilize the slope of the hilly areas. And yesterday when I went up, I saw that that has been not made. These slopes are not so safe to move, the slopes are quite dangerous. And on the other side, on one side it is danger is there, on the other side, like yesterday's video I had shown, that one side staircases had been built and proper drainage for water to move down has been built, but on the other side it has not been built. So that keeps security problem for everybody, whoever is like building houses over the slope. People are there who have built, so for them also and for us also, means we are living in the downstream, so for us also we are living in a insecure region, because uh, at like very heavy or continuous rainfall, there could be landslide problem. First the soil erosion will occur, then the landslide problem gets the way to occur. So we need to like it's not a one man's or one family's work, but it's a community work. The whole community has to work. And I had earlier like talked with, discussed this matter, and they informed me that maybe from the government side some kinds of uh, steps are being taken, but till now it has not taken. The insecurity problem is still there, so we need to look over that. All the community people have to become aware about that. Landslide is one such problem, flood and landslide, that our region is prone. And in still, like another problem is that of the earthquake. Earthquake precautions are not so easy, although like the very much prone area of Southeast Asian countries, they go for building seismic resistant buildings. Seismic certain buildings are there which are resistant to the earthquake jolting. So that is not required in our region, at least. We are not that much prone, although the hilly terrain should always be keeping in mind that we could be in such fate, because the landslide and heavy rainfall could make the hilly region more prone to earthquake. One needs to remain aware about that. In today's society, in today's people's focus, their mind, they are not so much uh, in a wish to do all these precaution. I used to discuss about the natural disaster precaution in the environmental science classes that I used to take in college, and students used to say that what kind of precaution they would take, because classroom coaching, classrooms are somewhere we can really discuss, but general society, our neighborhood or cities, they are not so much interested in thinking about natural disasters and how to manage with natural disasters. It is there, people are not so much aware, they are not so much concerned. But when something really happens, like lots of disasters like the Upper Assam flood case, so there people have really suffered so much that and that it hurts the mind, heart and mind, that human life could be so fragile, within a moment, within some period of time, the whole, like whatever houses has been built, and human life is also lost. Human life is lost. Then the animals, those are also like lost. Property, everything is lost. So we can always like plan for better things in life. If not, just think about earning money, more money, earning money, and especially where competition is more, so people's focus is there. But what about the human life? Why cannot we prepare our life and its security? So these things keeps on coming to my mind, so I do think about those topics and use my social media account for that purpose. Of course, environmental concern is there. And I wanted to know if somebody is also like who is watching, is also interested in managing. So one comment has been given by Nihal Nihab Neha Bhilware. Hi Neha Bhilware. Uh, so I know that not all the areas of our country is having similar problem. Every region would be having different natural disasters, but we need to think. We can that we can take that also as a issue for thinking, like how to prepare ourselves. If drought is about to come, so how can we prepare ourselves for drought? Farmers have their preparedness for drought, but common man can also do that, I think. Common man can also prepare for drought areas, because I used to live in the Delhi area, so there a lot of water scarcity is there. Then saline water problem is also there. So there I had to think of filtering the water every time. And some areas where iron content is found in water, so we need to think about the uh, filtering the water also before drinking or using it for washing, also washing our clothes also. Stains could be there. So those kind of precautions we do take, but we do not think that that is not like required to know the whole spectrum of the disasters. And today the disaster uh, number has also increased. Rainfall, be it rainfall, that is the cloudburst, or landslide problem also, we need to think. I know that I'll be discussing this matter in my community, and I wish that you will also take it seriously about the preparedness for disaster, because in your areas also something or the other disasters would be there. And since you all know about the disaster or the natural calamity is about to happen, so from earlier times also you can make a preparedness, make a plan of work, like how would you deal when the disaster occurs. So I wish you all the best, that you will be successful in making that plan. And we can take different departments help also, like the natural disaster management, SDRF and NDRF, national disaster force, and the state disaster force. So those help you all can take and get secure life. Thank you for watching this session.